Okay, so these examples, we are looking at kinetic energy and gravitational potential energy. So question 1, they want me to calculate kinetic energy, don't know that yet, of a 1.2 kilogram object. So I've got mass, and it's travelling at 2 meters per second. So the first thing I would do in an exam is look for what equation do I know that links those 3 values. So I'm going to be using kinetic energy equals a half times by the mass times by the velocity squared. Now there's 2 really important things we need to know about this equation. When we say a half, when you put that into your calculator, that literally means it would be 0.5 times by the mass times by the velocity squared. And the other thing we need to be aware of with this equation is that we don't forget to square the velocity. Okay, that's very important. So all I need to do now, don't need to rearrange it, don't need to convert any units, so I can just go ahead and put that straight into my calculator. It's going to be 0.5 times by 1.2 times by 2 squared. And that gives me an answer of 2.4. Now kinetic energy is a form of energy, so my units for my answer should be joules. Now question 3 we're also doing together. So I'm asked to calculate gravitational potential energy this time. And I've got a 5.3 kilogram rock, so I've got mass. And a height of 18 meters. Okay. So again, I'm going to start by thinking, what equation do I know that links these 3 values? Gravitational potential energy is equal to the mass times the gravitational field strength times the height. Now I'm not given gravitational field strength in the question, and they haven't told me that it's on another planet, so it's safe to assume that it's the surface of the Earth. So the gravitational field strength on Earth is 10 newtons per kilogram. Again, very rarely you are given that, you are expected to remember that. I don't need to rearrange my equation because I want to find gravitational potential energy, so I just need to put my numbers into that. So it's going to be 5.3 times 18 times 10. Which is 954 again. Gravitational potential energy, so my units are joules.